Today, it's Madden NFL Football. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pick up there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and he's going to go down again. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
An 8-yard
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That could really, really be demoralizing.
And deep he goes in the Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll it. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Kaepernick now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 38-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. On a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit,
the pressure gets to him again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The kick is good. And it's up and good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, trying to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Now Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. He'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills have taken the lead. Got a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was probably defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run it with Ballage. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
They're going to try and run. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Counter on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
First down, Jets.
Now counter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well adjust the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He lost the ball. This is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So the shotgun snap to Allen. They'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
This is Mostert, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Down and 12.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bills will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, he doesn't need to change much personally. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. Why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
They'll stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number.
And got his man complete. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. And I not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tough slotted. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about it?
He's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Listen, there's something like there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick, and that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So here are the Bills to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, but he's into the clear. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, Kaepernick. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And 2 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Conner. 1st down for Conner and then some. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Unbelievable.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you want.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
on play action, Allen
at the 23-yard line.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but now it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Mostert. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills head on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run with Connor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
5-yard gain on the play.
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest. And a first. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Kaepernick going to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the beginning.
Right now, return. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
He got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him through the and 20 now after the holding penalty. They hand it off to Mostert. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Going for Metcalf on the... He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Balaj. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
First down and a little extra from Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 31 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Successfully, a penalty as a result of that hit there.
There's a throw, complete right side to start things out. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Kaepernick now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Adam Thielen, incomplete. For Davius White on the coverage.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And they get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one caught by Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Olivier Vernon. Credit him with the sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that
that is going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
The quarterback is sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Kaepernick to throw again. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
That'd be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Allen off the play fake. A man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll get this one complete to Davis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
72.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?